Hello, my name is Jeff Tiedemann, POAF, also known as the Jet Fan Man. I'm here to explain to you how you can fit our 16-inch attic fan into a 14.5-inch space. What am I talking about? Quickly, you have a roof that has rafters. Now sometimes your roof is made of truss type rafters where there's a space of 24 inches from center to center. And if that's the case, there's really no problem, because that leaves you with a 22.5-inch space where you can cut a 16-inch diameter opening to install your attic fan. You've got plenty of leeway left and right. But older homes, or more conventional homes I should say, are built, stick-built homes, are built with rafters with a 16-inch on-center spacing. So that looks more like this. So you have a rafter that's 1.5 inches thick. The next rafter is 1.5 inches thick, but the center spacing, or distance, dimension, is 16 inches. From the center of this rafter to the center of that rafter. That, mathematically, leaves you with a space between the two rafters of 14.5 inches. So people go online and they're tempted to buy our Jet Fan Attic Fan, world's best fan, and they're wondering, well, how do I fit a 16-inch fan into a 14-inch space between the rafters? Well, the good news is you don't have to. And I'm here to explain to you how you can fit a 16-inch attic fan into a 14.5-inch hole. Believe it or not, it's possible. Here's how. You don't think this is possible, do you? Okay, I erased the board and just put, what's important up there for now. I had solved unified field theory, but to tell you the truth, the world really isn't ready for my formula. So I've moved on to more exciting things, more important things, and it's how to save energy. Everybody's about that, right? And at least, well, okay, let's be honest, you just don't like paying the bill, right? How do you fit a 16-inch fan into a 14.5-inch space? Well, I'm going to show you how. It's that third dimension, We walk around with two dimensions, left, right, forward, back, that's two. And then there's this third dimension, how high. Well, let's look at it from the side and I'll show you how this can work. Here's your attic fan hole. It's a 16-inch diameter hole. And then you have a rafter here and a rafter here. And because the rafters are 16 inches on center, from center of this rafter to the center of that rafter, very common spacing in construction, what you end up with is a 14.5-inch space between here. So what I do is I'll be cutting around the circle here through your shingles and through the wood. And of course you don't see the shingles in the wood because I'm just showing you the skeleton view here. But you're cut around the circle. When you get to the rafter, there's two choices. You can either just follow the rafter like this, and then turn a corner, follow the arc here, and follow the rafter like that, so you've not cut the rafter. Or the other thing you can do is to take a notch off the edge of the rafter. Let me show you what that looks like. Here's your wood decking, and below the wood decking is the rafter. Rafter on each side. So as you're cutting through the wood, when you come to the rafter, you just kind of cut through at an angle like that. So you're just nicking the corner of the rafter off. It doesn't really weaken it much, and if you're worried about that, Mr. Monk, just do it the first way and you're fine. And that's fine, because when you install the fan, okay, we're going to look at this from this way now. It's that third dimension. We're going to look at it from the side. So here's your roof, here's the ridge, and here's the front of the roof. Here's your roof decking, whether it's boards or plywood, and then your rafters down here. Maybe have a ridge board here, maybe not. But anyway, you've cut through this wood. You're going to install the fan, and you're wondering how you're going to fit this 16-inch fan between this 14.5-inch space. Well, here's the good news. It doesn't have to fit between the space. Here's your shingles coming up the roof like this. And when you get to of course, the shingles are probably already there if you're doing this after you've lived in the home for a couple of years and it's experienced super hot temperatures upstairs. You're trying to work up there, sleep up there. You can't do it. It's too hot. So you've decided to get an attic fan. Oh, it's a good idea. I got one, and this is why I'm in this business. It's amazing. But anyway, okay, so now the fan's flashing fits on top of this shingle and will go underneath the shingles above. And then from this flashing emanates the fan's stack. Sheet metal stack that's, circular, and then above that there's a screen to keep birds and squirrels and raccoons and wasps and rhinophyllums from getting into your attic, so that when you go into your attic, there won't be something looking back at you. You're wondering about rain, right? Okay, well, there is a dome. There's a dome that goes over all of this. It's a thick aluminum dome. It's a spun aluminum dome. It'll never rust, never blow off. It's 50 thousandths of an inch thick. And it's bolted on with stainless steel bolts. Enough about that. I'm kind of excited. But anyway, the point is, the fan doesn't have to fit between the rafters. It lays over everything. And we're recommending that you make this hole, as big as possible within reason. 16 inches is good. The actual fan stack here, the stack of the fan, the round shaft, so to speak, that comes off the flashing, is actually 15 inches, okay? But if you cut a 16-inch diameter opening through your shingles, over here you'll see that, there's courses of shingles like this. And, you cut a 16-inch diameter opening through the shingles, that's really all you need to fit the fan's stack up underneath the shingles. So I hope that helps.